to say this in the nicest way possible because there's something that seems to be out there that's trying to divide women, especially the women who are younger from women who are older. And I want to caution you because this isn't real. We are on two different sides of the same coin. I am you when I was younger, and you are me when you're older. So the whole point is this: we've got both to listen to each other. And for you, my younger women, let me tell you this: believe older women. And this is something that I am qualified to speak of. You see these here? That is my qualification. I have learned because I've lived long enough to see that the older women who were telling me things when I was younger, when I heard them talking to each other as a young girl, and I'm thinking, oh, look at their situation or whatever not. And you're thinking that they are an exception or you are going to be the exception and that whatever they're saying does not apply to you for X, Y, or Z valid reason. Well, I have this to say to you. Even though you should never be like detained or restrained by anything that somebody else is imposing upon you, it is wise when somebody who has been there, done that, gives you a word of caution. Why? Because they've been there and they've done that. There is something that happens when you have lived long enough to see. And sometimes when you're young, you think that those rules don't apply to you, but more often than not, they are true. When women say, older women say, that especially when it comes on to relationships, how you should operate, how you should make certain that you take care of yourself, that you should always have an income, that you should never fully rely completely, even if you are somebody who does not have to work, that you should always be able to work, you should always be able to keep your skills up to date, you should always be able to have something, a reserve set aside. Listen, for many reasons, because they've been there, they've done it, and they've seen it long enough. And the truth is that they've not only seen it, but they've heard the stories of previous generations of women who have said, listen, this is the experience. So let's not let others divide us. Let not even let ourselves divide us, because the wisdom of youth is something that is not as much as the wisdom of experience. Why? Because you've lived longer to see. Also, the exuberance of youth is also something not to be tamed as well. So, yes, we're not saying that you shouldn't go and you shouldn't have all of the dreams, that you shouldn't chase some waterfalls. But, at least in chasing waterfalls, make certain you know how to swim and also how to dive. And by God, have a parachute.